Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Mark with Red Star Loft here. As you can see, we've made some good progress. All we've got to do left is put the wire on top, put the wire on the bottom, then we're going to mount it, and then we're going to put the wire on the front. So we'll leave the front last just so it's easier to maneuver and screw it in. I just painted this random 2x2 because what I think I'm going to do is, so this will be the front of the loft here. I'm going to leave this first half completely open, and then I'm going to cut this 2x2 and just make a couple of little perch stands. Basically run it from here to the loft, and then from there back over into this corner. Just give them a place to perch up. But yeah, I'm going to leave this area open since that's where they'll be going in and out, and that's where the trap will be. So that's that. I've got the door still waiting on it to dry up. Sorry, it's hard to focus with one arm. That's going to go there, open there. So that's the door. So yeah, we're pretty much mostly done. Still, like I said, got to stretch that wire and cut it. That's going to take a little while, and do the door and cut the hole in the loft. So there's still a few things, but the actual, as far as the structure, the aviary itself, that's finished. So we can move on. I'm waiting for my dad to get here. He should be here in a few minutes so that we can do the wire and take it from there. So hang in there, guys, and we'll be back with you shortly. Alright guys, we are all done here. Sorry I wasn't able to kind of take you along the way. We got carried away and we were working, and old man doesn't like it when I stop and pick up the camera to record. He's just starts bitching and moaning about getting back to work and doing that stuff later. So we just knocked it out of the park. And yeah, we're all done. It's up, and this is what it's looking like. Sorry if I'm sniffly. I inhaled a bunch of sawdust from the jigsaw, so now I'm sneezing and sniffling. But as you can see, the aviary is up. 8 feet long, or 8 feet wide. No, 8 feet long, 2 feet by 2 feet. So that's the dimensions of it. 1/2 inch thick wire all around. Nothing gets through this stuff. I will paint the front as well as this the same brown color. Much easier and better to look through. But let me walk around for you. As you can see, all done. Cut the hole wide and tall so that the bob wires go all the way down, and most of the clock fits in that opening. So it's a big hole, but I think it's perfectly fine. If I need to cover it up, I can always cover it up from the inside if it's a cold or windy day. That's not a problem, especially once the summer comes. That'll be nice, extra bit of ventilation. But yeah, real simple. Oh, falls back. I'm gonna have to put something right here, a piece of 2x4 or whatever it may be, just to hold this open like that. But that's only going to be part of my landing board. I finally figured out my situation. I'm going to build an attachment that I'm going to keep off to the side with a nicer, bigger landing board that comes much further out. So this will be just for the time being. It's going to stand there. This one's in the way, so I'm going to have to do something about that. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to build a nice big extension that just goes over this. So not the most practical, but this yeah, you kind of have to improvise along the way. So that's where they'll be released from. So I'm still debating if I'm gonna have them go back in through here, but probably not. I'm probably just gonna try and stick with my original plan and see how that works. But yeah, I can't say for sure, so it's all trial and error and learning as we go. So I know it's not perfect, but I'll get them a much bigger landing board attachment once they actually need it. Sorry, this is kind of hard. It keeps falling through. I gotta put a screw in. Nothing worse than being clumsy on camera. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, that's where we are. I'm real happy with the way it turned out. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's just big enough for the birds to come out there, to be able to look around, to get some sun, to stick a bath in there. It doesn't look as nice with this door open, but yeah, I think it goes nice alongside it. Doesn't stick out too much. Complements it in a way, so let me just see. Let's step inside for a minute. Yeah, put a shelf. It's probably a temporary thing for now, just so they have somewhere to land and be able to look around. And yeah, temporary thing, like I said. So once they learn how to go in and out, we'll see if once the bobs are up, if they need to if they need this to land, or if they're just gonna fall right through onto the ground. But either way, the birds are just putting up with the cold today. It's a little bit warmer today, but the winds are fairly brutal, so just dealing with the cold weather. Look at that guy. Both of them. So yeah, these guys are getting along. They're fighting less and less between the two groups, so that's good. The one that everybody's asking about. So yeah, I'll just let them start getting used to it. And let's pop out in here. We do have new birds. New birds. Interesting that they're both in there, but they have one that hatched. They're due soon, and these guys just hatched. They hatched, and one of these hatched, the other one ended up freezing. I knew I was gonna have at least one casualty. I had 4 pairs that were due to hatch on the coldest day of the year, so one egg not making it out of all of them is fairly decent. So these guys are already big. You can see them in there. They're already nice and big. And these just hatched. That's the cockbird right there, sitting on 2. And the hen is that grizzle right there. So that's their first round, because last round failed, so they are on eggs down there. Yeah, everybody else is now on eggs except for these two. For some reason they're taking a little while, but they should be on eggs soon. And I should be weaning these guys. I thought I was going to wean them today, but I'll give them another day or 2 before I move them over. So that's what's new with them. I'm just waiting for a day that's, you know, hopefully around 40 degrees sometime soon, so that I can clean up the loft. I can get some of these grates up, start scraping. But yeah, that's mostly it, guys. Everybody's nice and healthy and active, even through the cold. So go give one more look out here. And now I'm going to spend the rest of my afternoon sitting in the balcony and waiting for birds to come out and start utilizing this. So that's the look of it. Like I said, overall I'm happy. The whole landing board situation is not optimal, but I've already got that figured out. I'm just going to build that in the next few weeks or a month or so. It's not that urgent, so that's where we stand, guys. I'm going to go close this. Oh, I gotta blow my nose and get all this sawdust out, but get that closed. Get one more. I was afraid it was gonna look ugly sticking off to the side, but I think it's decent. It goes along fairly well, doesn't stick out too much. Anyway, I'm blabbering. That's it for me for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, sorry I couldn't give you a little bit more details as I was building this, but we were just on a mission to get it done because it's freezing outside and nobody wants to spend more time in this cold weather than they have to. So thanks for watching and have a good one.